बीरा के फाउंडर को अपने ही कंपनी से लात मार के क्यों निकाला? कंपनी ने सिर्फ अपना नाम चेंज किया था। फिर ऐसा क्या कांड हुआ कि फाउंडर को कंट्रोल ही छोड़ना पड़ा?
Documentary reels like this are everywhere right now. But what makes them look premium is not the complicated effects. It is how camera moves, how objects transition between scenes, and how even static images feel alive. So in today's video, I will show you how you can recreate this entire animation from scratch. We'll build a 3D camera rig, create this door transition, make this table flip in 3D, and even animate the character's hand. So without further ado, let's get started. In a new composition, we'll start by adding a solid layer. Any color will work, just press on OK. Now on top of this, let's add the background for Bira. Drag and drop it over here, press on S for scale, and let's scale this up. Now on top of this, let's add Ankur's image. Again drag and drop it, press on S, scale this up a bit, perfect. Now to animate this, let's turn both the layers 3D from over here. Let's add the camera. You can keep everything as it is, just press on OK. Next, in order to handle the camera, we'll also add the null object. Make it 3D as well, and selecting the camera layer, coming over here in parent and link, take this pick wig and connect it to the null one. Awesome. Pressing on Command A, press on U to collapse all the layers. Now in order to create the parallax effect, the important part is that the background and the founder are not sitting on the same plane. So we are going to push one layer further back in the 3D space. So let's select our background, press on P for position. So this is your X, Y and Z axis. Let's drag it back all the way around 1000. Again press on S for scale and let's scale this up. Perfect. Similarly for him, again let's press on P. Drag it back a bit, press on S and let's scale this up. Awesome. So now this way, when the camera moves, both layers move at different speeds. That difference is what creates that feeling of real depth. So now selecting null, let's press on P as well as R for rotation. We'll add a keyframe position as well as Z rotation. Let's zoom in. Selecting all the keyframes, drag it ahead to around 1.5 seconds. Now at the beginning, let's rotate it by around 8 to 10 degrees. Awesome. And let's zoom in. So selecting all the keyframes, press on F9 to easy ease. Going to the graph, let's select the position first. Keep the graph like this. Again for the Z rotation, we'll keep it similar. Now finally, before you see the animation, let's turn on the motion blur. Let's see the animation. Awesome. Let's have a quick look how it happens behind the camera. Let's go to a different view. Let's turn on two views from over here. So if you observe over here, the founder layer is sitting somewhere over here while the background is behind us. So at the beginning, the camera is over here. See, the camera is over here. As we proceed, the camera shifts down. Okay. And this gives us our 3D camera setup. Now let's learn how we can transition to a next scene without cutting to it. In scene 2, we are going to create the door transition. So for that, let's take this image and drag and drop it to a new comp. Selecting the layer, you have to create a mask around this door. So for that, let's zoom in a bit. Press on G, that will select your pen tool. Let's make a point over here. Holding shift, make another point on the bottom. Make one point over here. And let's close the loop like this. Awesome. Now let's take another copy of the layer by pressing on Command D. Now on the bottom layer, let's open it up. In the mask, just click on inverted. Now selecting the top layer, we have to create an animation as if the door is swinging. So first of all, press on Y. That will select your anchor point. You can see that over here. So take the anchor point which is in the center and drag it to this end. Okay. Once the anchor point is over here, we can easily swing the door from this point. So in order to swing the doors in the 3D space, make sure both the layers are turned 3D. Now selecting the top one, press on R for rotation. Add a keyframe in Y rotation. Let's zoom in a bit. Let's keep it somewhere at 2.5 seconds. Now going somewhere over here at 1.5, let's swing the door on the back. See, you can just swing it like this. Awesome. Now selecting both the keyframes, just press up F9, going to the graph, keep it something like this. Awesome. Now finally, turn on motion blur for both the layers. Let's see the animation. Perfect. Now going back to our comp, let's learn how we can transition from this scene to our next one. So for that, first of all, we will drag and drop this door opening comp to our timeline. Let's make it 3D. Press on S and increase the size. Perfect. Also press on P for position and drag it up like this. Now before our animation ends here at 1.5 seconds, we have to transition to our scene 2. So for that, let's add another null object. Let's make it 3D. Let's parent our first null over here. Now let's press on P for position. Going 5 frames back, add a keyframe over here. Now going ahead to around 3 seconds, let's simply change the position. Let me see. Perfect. Let's see. Selecting both the keyframes, press on F9. Again, in order to smoothen this, let's create a graph like that. Perfect. And just like that, we are in a completely different shot. Next, let's add Ankur Jain over here on top of this image. So I'll drag and drop him over here. Make it 3D. See, whenever you make this 3D, right, many times the image vanishes. But it has just disappeared in a different position. To bring it back, just press on Command Home. Let's keep him over here. Now going back at 2 seconds, let's press on P, add a keyframe, take it ahead at 3 seconds. Now over here, let's zoom in a bit and also drag him to the right like this. Okay. Again, we will do easy ease for these keyframes and keep the graph like this. Perfect. So this takes care of our scene 2. So with this, our 2 main challenges are complete. Now let's learn how to create this name change sequence. Next, in order to transition from this to our scene 3, let's get one more null object. Let's make that 3D as well. Correct our null 3 to null 4. Now over here, let's add a keyframe position. This should go a little earlier at this point. Now going ahead to around 4 seconds, let's zoom in. Next, we have to add the taper top. Let's make that 3D as well. Bring it to the front. Press on P. Let's drag it to the top. Awesome. Press on R. Let's rotate this in the Z axis. Perfect. I'll press on S and scale this up a bit. Now selecting this, press on T for opacity. Add a keyframe somewhere at this point. Going back, make this nil. Also, let's select scale and increase the size a bit. Let's see. Perfect. Our transition is done. Now on top of this, let's create the name change animation. Let's drag this to the timeline. Let's make this one 3D as well. Bring it to the top. Press on P. It should be somewhere over here. By selecting scale, let's reduce the size. Let's add some drop shadow. From layer styles, we can add the drop shadow. Let's increase the size a bit. Awesome. Now to animate this, let's press on R. See, the final position should be somewhat like this. So let's add a keyframe in rotation as well as in position. Perfect. This should be at 4 seconds. Now going back somewhere over here. This can come in from the left. So let's drag this to the left like this. And also we can rotate it back to 0. It can also be a little down. Let me see. Selecting both keyframes, press on F9. Selecting these two, let's drag it a little back. Let's say around 3 seconds. Perfect. This time we are going to use a different graph. Selecting the position. Let's keep the graph like this. Same thing we'll do for the rotation. Okay, we'll turn on the motion blur as well. Awesome. Now at this point, we have to very quickly change this image. So instead of doing this entire thing from scratch, just take a copy of this. Going to the top, select Bira Limited, holding option, just drag and drop it on top of this. Awesome. Now on this layer, we have to just create a mask on the top. So zooming in, selecting our pen tool, let's create a mask like this. Perfect. Let's remove the top shadow. You have to keep it like this. Okay. So somewhere over here, let's cut this layer on the left. Till this point, it will be Bira and it will change to Bira Limited. And finally, in order to create the flash effect, let's create the adjustment layer. At this point, let's trim it on the left. Going ahead by a couple frames, let's trim it on the right. Perfect. Now selecting this, go to the top, select the pen tool. Let's close the mask like this. Now on top of the adjustment layer, let's add the invert property. Double click. Awesome. Just turn on the motion blur. Let's see. I think it's too small. Let's do one thing. Let's extend it a little bit ahead. So it will change like this. I think we can move this little back over here. And also add the Gaussian blur. Increase the size a bit. Turn this off. Let's see. Perfect. So in this way, our scene 3 is complete. Now let me show you how the table turn animation was created. So first of all, at this point, we created a null layer that you can see over here. In this, we have added a keyframe in the position as well as the orientation. So from 4 seconds to around 8 seconds, you can see, first of all, in the orientation, we have changed the x-axis to around 70 degrees. Next, we have turned the position to around -1360. Basically, we have pushed it back like this. Okay. So while doing this, we have added few more things. As you can see at this point, when you are zooming out, we have this element, which is nothing but this edge of the table that we have added from another image. If I press on R, you can see all we have done is just played around with the orientation such that it stands upright over here on the edge. And then below that, we have this tile floor. See this. We just add this tile floor. So when you zoom out, we see both these elements. And when you tilt out, we have this background over here. I hope this is clear. See, this is the background. Awesome. So in this way, our table tilt animation was created. And finally, we have added the file, which we are animating using this null file. You can see over here, it's connected to null file. So from this point onwards till here, we simply shift the file on the table. See like this. Next, we have the image of Ankur over here. And as we have to create an animation as if he is signing on it, all we have done is created a mask around his hand. See, you can see over here, it's a normal mask that you can create using the pen tool. And then on top of the mask, we have added this puppet tool. See, to add the puppet tool, you can go to the top. This is the puppet tool. See, you can just create these points over here. Next, you can just play around with this. See, that way it gives the impression as if we are signing on the paper. That is what we have done over here. See like this. It gives the impression as if he is signing on the paper. And finally, we have also placed his other hand on top of the table. See this layer. Okay. So let's have a quick look from the beginning. Perfect. And this is the complete animation. But if you observe, none of these effects were really complicated on their own right. We used a simple 3D camera setup to create depth. We used objects inside the scene to hide our cuts. We used an anchor point to create a table flip. And just a few keyframes were enough to bring a static character to life. So that's it for today. If you want to learn more documentary editing like this, I have added a tutorial for you on the screen. And if you recreate this animation, send it to me on Instagram. I would really like to see what you make. So thank you for watching. I'll catch you very soon next time.